Kobe.
Oh, you know what? Hey, I got it. I got it. Hey, everybody. Thanks for checking us out. This is Mike D with Out of the Pocket Podcast, and we got the Candyman here. Candyman, you got to tell me. I don't even know where to start. What's your full name, Candyman?
Dan Bennett, but don't tell nobody.
Dan Bennett. We ain't gonna tell nobody. What part of the country are you from?
Louisville, Kentucky.
Louisville, Kentucky. You've been coming to this event how many years, man? This is
All of
25
them,
years
but
now.
I didn't play in the first two because my mother died and we quit playing, practicing. We become spectators.
Okay.
And then the following year we start practicing again in the fall to play. Me and my running mate, he's here today,
see.
Gary DeWitt, and we didn't play because my dad died.
Well, so you're saying when they started, you had taken a break from pool because of some family stuff, and then you decided to get back into it, got your stroke going again, and then came back at it.
And then
Nice.
I started the third year back, and then my little brother died. So I said, we're going to play this year and dedicate it to him.
Okay.
And I come up to the table, and everybody in Louisville knows that I hadn't played. I was married for 10 years, and I quit.
That'll do
Just
it.
put my stick in there.
Right.
And they, I think it was Steve that told me who I was going to play, and Jonathan Winters was standing there, the one that always backs, used to back Brumback and all that.
The Broomback
and
would back John
Marvis.
Broomback. Okay.
Yeah, and then he says they announced that I'm going to play Rafael Martinez. And I
Rafael
said,
Martinez. We know
well,
him
who
from the
is
Pacific
he?
Northwest, right? Yeah.
But then he starts, Jonathan's laughing and gipping and all that, laughing at me like he's going to clean my clock. And I said, well, send him over on table 2, and I'll see what I could do with him,
Right. Rafael plays good, man.
Yeah, and we was playing on the old diamonds. They're tighter than these pockets.
The 9 foots with the deep shelves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, the wooden rails and all that.
I
real
do.
wood and everything.
Real wood. Yes, sir.
And I beat him, spanked in the first game, and then the next game I hit him 4-0, and I'm thinking I'm going to go up 2-0, and he runs a 5-pack on me. So then I rack the balls, and I always claim that I rack better than I play. It's like we make better candy, and I play too.
All right.
Thank the Lord for that. And anyway, he's I rack him, and Rafael had a tendency to almost want to fall up on the table. So he's coming with his whole body.
He's a little guy too, right? He's a little guy. Yeah.
Jacks the stick about 100 miles an hour and then stops and hits the balls.
Yeah.
So then when he breaks the balls, he don't make any. And I look over, I was married at the time, my wife and then my best friend sitting there.
They were here watching, okay.
And I smiled, but I still felt like I was a foot tall because they ripped the roof off, clapping. I said, hey, wait a minute, I'm the underdog here.
Right.
So I said, so then we go to, I get up there and I smile at her, and then I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right back up him,
Wow.
So now it's 2-1.
You
me.
ran 5 on him.
Yeah, run 5 on him. And that year, there's like 375 people, I think, or 350 or so in the bank.
And this year we're over 500. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
and only
yes, sir.
3 people run 5. That's how hard them tables are. And 3 of us did. It was me, it was Raphael, me, and Gary Spade.
Do you think those were the Diamond Professionals? The model, were those
They
the
might
Diamond
be. I think
Professional
they're,
models? A different model than this, right?
What are they, red ones now? They was blue or vice
Yeah,
versa?
yeah, right. Okay,
They
okay.
changed
So they weren't that old.
plate.
Okay. Yes, they were the red.
He
They
gets
were
a
the red
jeweler
label.
to make them diamond things on the end of the rails.
Right.
The word diamond down there,
Yeah.
the blue of that. The
Yeah.
jeweler makes them or something. They're used to tool, dye them or something like that.
Okay.
And so I come back and we get down to the last 2 balls, and I had the trigger. The 6 ball was right past the side pocket. I was going to play it 2 longs in the left-hand corner pocket down there.
Alrighty.
And the 4 was back in the shelf on the corner pocket on the right. So I was going to stagger the cue ball with high right after I hit the ball and run it right into the 4. And if the 6 goes in, then they have to spot that ball up. That's the only kind of rule in bank.
Right.
And I got to thinking, and Fast Eddie told me, he said, Candyman, you let the demons get a hold of your mind.
Oh, you
So I
stalled
back
up.
off of
You
it.
stalled up a
I
little
shoot
bit.
the 6
Yep.
back over in the left-hand corner, and I like to touch the rail and drop the cue ball right beside the 4 ball. And the 6 comes out, jaws up, and sits there. Martinez cross-banked it back down and beat me.
Oh my God.
And then Corey Doyle and Troy Frank was sitting in the chairs right next to our table.
Right.
And he come up, he said, Candyman, you should have won that. I said, yeah, go catch up with Martinez and tell him that.
Right. Now we know Raphael from the Pacific Northwest. Was he a gentleman the whole time? Was he
Oh,
was he
yeah.
a good guy about the
I
whole
didn't
thing?
even
Nice,
know if
man.
he spoke
nice.
English,
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah, well,
really
he's a
nice.
quiet kind of fella anyway.
And then here last year, he comes up, he wants to hit the balls with me, and we go over on the corner table over there. And I said, Raphael, I always go to Raphael.
Right.
I said, I want to bank 3 or more rails. He said, 4 or more, like that. So then I told him the story about not pulling the trigger.
Right.
And he said, "You still remember that?" I said, "You taught me a lesson, sir. You got the trigger, pull the
Yep,
trigger.
yep,
Even if
yep.
it takes a hard shot, swing
Right.
the cue ball,
Make it
let the
happen.
cue ball make it, then have to spot it up and
I
get to
agree.
shoot, and you steal the game for the other guy."
agree. All right,
I
now-
felt like it was my game.
I got to
anyway,
get you to
stole
tell
it.
us now why they call you the Candyman, and then that's all I want from you. But I do want to hear
Okay.
about your Candyman. Why do they call you the Candyman?
Well, my folks have a store in downtown Louisville on Market Street. It was, if you knew where Bank Shot Billiards was, it was 2 blocks up on the opposite side. You go under 65 north and south. They built that in 62 to bring the Hoosiers across the creek.
Okay.
The creek.
Okay.
whatever, you know.
Okay.
And then we had to move up in the next block. Now it's the hottest part of Louisville. It's called the New Lou.
It's
You need
happening.
New Louisville. Oh, yeah,
All right.
everywhere.
And the store's still there?
Yeah, the store's still
Wow.
there. Open
Oh,
every
that's
day.
amazing.
102 years, I believe.
102
Yeah,
years. What's the name of the store?
1921. It's not Ruth, but it's Muth. Muth apostrophe S.
Muth. I just want people to understand that they call you the Candyman not on some half-ass reason. This is a real thing. 100 years this store's been open in your family, close to here.
Well,
You're
one
the
time though, I was
Candyman.
playing Shannon over there.
Yeah. Senator Dalton.
In
Yes, sir.
Louisville.
Yes, sir.
And I beat him. I should have beaten him 3-0 at the time, but I beat him 3-1 because I set the cue ball down for the fourth ball, and the fifth ball was right across him to get my fifth ball and get out and beat him 3-1. Of course, Shannon wasn't really that worried. But him and Brian Gray just split 15,000 at the big bank green game, you know.
Okay.
But he did only have one bullet left. Okay, that was the greatest part. So when I beat him, everybody's congratulating me and all that and everything. The lady I was dating and my son was there and everything and that. And the one gentleman said, "Sir, before you leave, can you tell me why they call you the Candyman?" And as I'm sliding away, like doing the Michael Jackson,
The Michael Jackson moonwalk. Yes, sir.
I said, "Now you tell me I didn't hit them balls as sweet as anything, you know?" I said, "That's why they call me the Candyman."
I just wanted everybody to get a taste of the Candyman. A taste of the Candyman. I like it. Here from Derby City Classic. He's a character and he's a great guy. Become good friends with mine. Thank you so much for checking us out. Sponsored by Diamond Q's, Bad Boys, Lippman Lights, JB Cases.
And if we didn't have Greg
Hustling.
Sullivan, we'd have never had this.
If we didn't have Greg Sullivan, we'd all be in a horrible mess, wouldn't we?
We
No,
rather
I
have
agree.
the Derby in Louisville.
Yep,
One
yep.
time they
It
gave up
was,
the
huh?
baseball bat, let it come over here, and they took it back to Louisville. How can you make Louisville Sluggers in Indiana? You know what I mean?
Oh, that's our next one. That's what
yeah.
we're gonna check out. Hey, thank you, Candyman. I appreciate it.
I appreciate it. I'm glad I done all right.